Okay, so I have quite a few options I've been playing with, and I'm going to attempt to make this video relatively short, but I might end up being kind of long. Uh, we're working on Mantra cabinetry, which is a stock line, which limits the line a little bit. In other words, I can't get every cabinet known to like a custom shop or a semi-custom shop will offer more cabinet options. Mantra being at a lower price point limits their offering to save the consumer money. But here's one concept that I'll walk you through. One of four, actually, that I'm going to walk you through. And a lot of them are similar. Bank of three drawers here. This is a 12-inch wide cabinet. Super Susan here. So inside this cabinet there's going to be two trays. Let's look at this. Two trays that spin independently. There's a fixed shelf here. You can see the Pac-Man shaped tray here and another one at the bottom. Call this a Super Susan cabinet. Then we have a 30 wide sink base. This is a blind corner cabinet. This area here represents what I call the blind. It's a blind right. Then we have a regular cabinet here and a regular cabinet here. This blind corner cabinet here is not going to be your favorite cabinet because it is difficult to get to the blind. We have a wall cabinet over the sink with a valance going across because a lot of times people want lighting at the bottom on the underside of this wall cabinet. We have a 24 wide double door cabinet here. Dishwasher here. This could also be a single door. Mantra might not offer actually a single door, but a lot of times I can get this in a single door. So if you prefer to have a door, I can check to see that swings out this way against this wall, a one door cabinet. Then I'll check to see if I can get that. But right now it's a double. Then you got your dishwasher here. This this square in the back, right here, represents where your plumbing is. So if I keep the sink relatively centered on this wall, then you don't have to worry about changing the plumbing. In another design, we'll see the sink here, but I think having substantial landing area on either side of the sink would be better than having the sink up against the wall. Then we have a filler here and a filler over here on the wall cabinet. Now over here, not my favorite thing to do is to put the stove right up against the wall, but I'm not sure how to work around that. There is an option to have two 9-inch cabinets. So we'd center the stove and have a 9-inch cabinet here and a 9-inch cabinet here. The stove would go this way 9 inches. But those 9-inch cabinets aren't going to be great to store things in because they're skinny. And then I'd have to do 9-inch cabinets on the wall cabinets too. So I did not do that. Right now this is an 18-inch draw base cabinet, 18-inch wall cabinet, and then a 15 tall by 30-inch wide wall cabinet. And then this box right here represents the Whirlpool. I think I called it a Maytag. but it's actually a Whirlpool microwave that is 10 5/16 tall and about 30 inches wide. Then we have a panel, a refrigerator panel over here, and a cabinet that's only 12 inches deep, because I can't, Mantra does not have a cabinet that is 24 inches deep, that is only 33 wide. They have them in 36 wide, and they have them in 39 wide, but not 30, so, not 33. So that is why, if there appears to be a void right here, there is a void. So this might not be the best setup for you. Now that's we're calling this Mantra 1. This is option 1. Option 2 is right here. I got rid of the panel, which allowed me to make this cabinet bigger, make it wider, that is. We still have a blind corner cabinet here. And everything else basically stayed the same. So that is Mantra option 2. Mantra option 3. Another blind corner. This is actually the blind corner cabinet this time. We've moved the sink so it's no longer centered on this wall. Again, I think it would be better to have substantial landing room on either side of the sink instead of having the dishwasher here. If the dishwasher's over here, it makes it easier to put dishes away because you're not tripping over that dishwasher getting to your super lazy Susan. So I'm not a fan of this setup. And then you'd also have to verify that you can move the plumbing, because again, the plumbing's right here and it's got to move this way. So that's Mantra 3. Mantra 4 is right here. Now this one is the only difference here is again, I got rid of the panel and I got rid of the blind corner cabinet, because you don't need to have a blind corner cabinet, and this is more typical to have a diagonal wall cabinet, which is this cabinet right here. And I know that you just removed the soffit that accommodated. It looks like you removed the soffit that accommodated a diagonal wall cabinet, so you'd have to put that back. So you might not want this. But that's the difference there. And then, just for the heck of it, this is another company. This is, instead of Mantra, this is Pivot. A company called Pivot. Takes a little longer to get the cabinets, another week or two. And it probably will cost a little bit more money, but I have more options. I can for instance, I can do a refrigerator cabinet that is 24 inches deep. And I can do what they call an easy reach cabinet right here, so there's no blind corner. If you haven't figured it out already, I'm not a fan of the blind corner cabinet. Everything else is generally the same. And I can also do a bank of 4 drawers. I like 4 drawers better than 3. 4 drawers. Because you still get that larger drawer at the bottom, but these 3 drawers are kind of nice to have. Hopefully I haven't overwhelmed you with all these different options, but I wanted to give you what I've been up to design-wise. Maybe a combination of these 4 or 5 drawings that I've done will work out. I think the stove area is pretty easy. Maybe the refrigerator is not as easy to figure out, and whether or not you want to do these blind corner wall cabinets and where you want to position the sink. But now I think I need your feedback, and then we can finalize a drawing and come up with a final figure.